Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Freelancers Mindset podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Meenakshi Girish. I have 7 years of experience in content writing as well as various different forms of content. But this podcast is not about me, it's about our guest for today. Say hello to Adhiban Yogesh. He
Yeah.
is, he is an MBA graduate who is turned into a business consultant and he's specializing in the Web3 space, helping various businesses thrive with his consulting. Hello, Adhiban. Welcome to the call.
Yeah. Hi, Meenakshi. And it's a positive influence, I guess, like thriving businesses who helps and all things. Yeah. Thank you. Thank
For
you for that.
sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's great to see
What's this
you.
podcast about?
Yeah, so this podcast is basically about freelancing, everything freelancing, and especially it's to promote my book, which is coming out very soon, The Freelancer's Mindset. So we are going to be talking about
Really? Damn.
freelancing, whatever business you're into, what are some mindset shifts that freelancers need to have, things to look out for, failures, successes. This is just all about stories. So I'll just put it out there.
So, yeah.
So, yes, speaking of our chats all the time, we met at our full time job actually. We worked
Yeah.
briefly at a full time organization. And after that, you went on to start a business of your own. You're now managing a team. You have started working as a business consultant. So, what made you decide that you want to leave a full time job and jump into freelancing?
Yeah. To be honest, I
Hmm.
was dreaming of my full-time job.
Okay.
When I joined my first, it's big
Mhm.
buildings, big
Mhm.
AC rooms. People
Oh,
wear sweaters and work there
I
comfortably.
know.
And yeah, for the first week, I was like, damn, this is cool. But on my second week, I saw like so much flaws because
Hmm.
it's literally an instruction box. Like one person has to get an instruction and another person should have that same instructions and it goes around and around and around. So
Hmm.
the input of the first instructions we got will be not there in the fifth or sixth, I guess.
Hmm.
So we may work on some other things
Hmm.
which are not expected by the first person who gave out or pushed the instructions out.
Hmm.
So I feel that there is a lag in there, and when I questioned that, people got offended. I
Okay.
just said I just wanna speak to a person who said this so I can get it. See, our manager basically has a manager, and that
Mhm.
manager has a manager, right?
Mhm.
And you are just a person who's like a punching bag. You're
Yeah.
not having a real work there.
Mhm.
At first, I said, okay, this is gonna be challenging. I'll be proving myself, and the only thing I care about this work satisfaction there.
Right.
Uh, of course, we know that, right? There's no
Mhm.
work satisfaction because all the works we do, all the
Mhm.
quality work we do, goes to scrap because of a sudden vision change, I guess.
Mhm.
So it's not only about our past company. It
Mhm.
happens in like most of the companies in
Mhm.
our country. I don't know about some American corporates who pay well or something like that, but yeah, there may be an issue there too, but not like this. But
Mhm.
this issue we faced,
Mhm.
I have been speaking to people and they said the same issues. The
Same
skill
with
issue
me as well.
and management. Yeah.
Mhm.
The skill issue and management issues are like crazy in India, I guess,
Mhm.
because our people just see how much cash we are making than what are we making.
Mhm.
I came to this company for a Web3 job, and I was
Mhm.
happy when I had that Web3 job. When there was no Web3 jobs, I was like, where am I going with this? Why am I sticking to this? Uh, of course, there is a pressure that I can get a good Web3 job if I have a 1 year completion thing, right?
Mhm.
People believe in those stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, me too. I just believe in those stuff and stick there for 1 year.
Mhm.
Everyone do. It's not about me. It's not like I'm a writer or something. Every employee makes 1 year change, and we should not be like, oh, I feel bad or anything. It's just real
Mhm.
life. This is corporate, dude. These guys are ruthless.
Very true.
And
To
you
be
can't,
honest,
yeah,
that's so true. That's actually why I enjoy freelancing so much, because when I was in a full-time job, I was working as a content writer, and after 1 year of content writing, I thought, okay, I want to learn SEO as well. But my manager wasn't ready to put me in the SEO team. And then I thought, I want to learn sales, I want to learn accounts, I want to learn design a bit, I want to learn everything. But I can't keep
yeah,
jumping between companies or within the same company to different divisions. But as a freelancer, I can be a content writer and SEO person at the same time. I can be a book reviewer and a podcaster at the same time. I can write my own book as well as, I don't know, work as a veterinarian for dogs at the
yeah.
same time. And I am
Exploring
the
all things.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am the sales team, I am the accounts team, I'm everything. So it's not like once every year I have to change my job and get a certificate. I can be this and this at the same time.
I get it. You get your way as you want, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a freedom we have as a freelancers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was freelancing, like after this job,
Mm-hmm.
what I was saying, yeah, what I was saying is you like people who want to do freelance or who's thinking of quitting their job and doing freelance stuff, don't feel like you are a traitor. What will they do if I leave this company? I built this all things and
Yeah.
they will survive or they will fall. They are like, you don't even matter to them in most of
Mm-hmm.
the cases, of course. Of course, if you matter to them, they're gonna shut down one small team. That's it. And they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna find so much possibilities after. So
Mm-hmm.
you just wanna go on your own path, which is meaningful to you, than working on a company, on a boring job. Like you wake up, you work, and you just come home and sleep, and you don't have any time to yourself, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, then since I am very keen into Web3 things, I started to look out for a Web3 job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can I do in Web3?
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many possibilities. Like, you can be a community manager, you can be a social media accountant, or you can be a strategist there, or you can be a artist who paints.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it really boosted my confidence there. Like I
Mm-hmm.
learned a lot of things. I met real people. If
Mm-hmm.
you can be a freelancer. If you want to be just a freelancer, you can be a freelancer. But if you want to explore, if you are exploring more, of course, at one point of time, you will be an agency for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be keep on exploring and not be an agency. You will be an agency for sure. At that time, they will contact your agency and give you a ultimate amount of cash to promote their marketing experience, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm talking about. You're also investing in people, whereas people investing in you.
So my next question to you is basically, when we met at office, I remember you used to
Yeah.
stammer a lot. You were often stuttering while speaking, and you weren't given a lot of big opportunities because of that. And you seem to lack a lot of self-confidence personally. So when I'm looking at you now, you are managing a team of your own, you're running a business of your own, you're speaking directly to clients. And throughout this interview
Yeah.
till now, you have not stammered much at all. So how did you get over that lack of confidence and build it, and how important is it while being a freelancer?
Yeah, I get that. Like, imagine, Meenakshi, when you're affected with COVID, the pandemic, so all things were online classes and all things. I finished my MBA almost at online classes, and I just had like 5 months of IRL class and all things. And when you spend that time alone at home with a depressed mindset, you get anxious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I got stuttering, but that anxiety made me more stutter. And when I came to office and met you guys for first time, I thought you guys know all things, and I was just a new kid in the block.
Uh-huh.
And it made me anxious, and self-confidence was broken when people didn't take me seriously at some times. So then people change, right? It's like experience changes people. So that's how I changed. Yeah, that's how my anxiety got out. And when you start a company, when you speak big things, and when you step into a big thing, you have to be fancy as hell. Of course, you have to have knowledge of what you speak and all things, but people see the outer
Mhm.
perspective, right? You
Mhm.
can be a bag, or you can be a beautiful bag that's exclusive to 5,000 pieces, and women love to hold the bag. So, which bag are you going to be? So, I choose that exclusive bag as my outer appearance. So, I have to speak with confidence. I have to make all things, and I am brutally honest.
Mhm.
That made me who I am now. And then I hired a team to make my website and all things. I have to make sketches, I have to give instructions to them. So I have to be that. Or
Mhm.
else, no, bro, this field
Mhm.
is gonna kill you financially, I guess.
Mhm. Sounds great. Actually, for me, I dealt with this same anxiety as well when I was leaving my full-time job and coming to freelancing. I didn't even realize what the depth of it was when I came into freelancing. The point
Uh,
where I, yeah, it's like I just jumped into the ocean without realizing what the depth is. So, the point where I understood the depth of it was when I got into personal branding on LinkedIn and I had to put myself out there. Not only was I just going on Naukri and Glassdoor and applying to jobs, I was creating a personal brand for myself. I was putting
uh,
myself out there like a thought leader, and I got huge imposter syndrome. Like, who am I to share all this? What I'm saying is not even
yeah,
me. I'm just an early 20-year-old and I'm talking to these
I
huge
get it.
company managers. Who am I to say all this? There are people saying this better than me. What I'm saying is not even new. So I had to deal with that a lot. But then eventually, when I saw the results coming in, when I saw that people are taking me seriously and I'm actually getting clients, I got the imposter syndrome went away. And now, in my 2.5 years of freelancing, I applied to jobs for barely 3 months. So that's what I would tell people. If you're not feeling confident now and you're feeling like, what I'm doing, what am I doing? Just keep doing it. You will find the results soon.
Yeah, throw the stones on a pond. You can get
Yeah.
something out of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you should be.
Exactly. What is your greatest mindset shift? Like before you like started freelancing, something that you didn't know and then you cultivated it over time and now this is a new mindset shift you have as a freelancer.
The thing is, Meenakshi, I didn't tell you about one incident that happened to me. When I was working in a company, I was also like, why don't I try to freelance, and got a project that next day. Turns out that project was a scam and I didn't get paid. So what happened is these guys want me to give strategies and all things. I gave the strategies. They executed it. What they said was, we will give you the cash after they execute the campaign. And I was like, okay, since I have also a job at that time, and I was like, just giving out strategies. So what's gonna cost me? The strategies were successful. People were actually investing in them, and out of a sudden, they just disappeared like a Houdini act. I was like, bro, I didn't get paid, and many people didn't get paid by that company who just existed for like 15 days. Of course, 15 days in Web3 is a big thing, but then I had a thought. I should do a background research on all companies, background research on persons. If the founder is anonymous, okay, the founder is anonymous, but we should do a background research on the product. Like, is there an existing product that's been sold like that's same with them? Like, how can I say it? Are they selling a fake Adidas kind of thing? So yeah, that changed me, and I always do like background checks with them. That changed my mindset, and it's like a really hard-hitting stone in my heart. Still, I feel like, damn, by my strategies, these people got scammed. I'm also a part of the issue, right? So I was like that.
I totally get it. The biggest takeaway I'm getting from your story is being very selective with who you work with. You don't need to accept every project that comes your way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Adhiban, thanks so much for the insights so far. Now, moving away from freelancing and mindsets and coming to your
Okay.
specialization for a bit, what would you say is happening in the Web3 space right now? What's trending? What's going on? What are some cool
Yeah,
things you
sure.
have been doing? We would love to know that. I don't know much about Web3. I only know about cryptocurrency and NFTs. I know nothing else. So, what's cooking? What's going on? What are you up to? We would love to know.
Since Web3 is a new space, we are exploring a bit more and more all day. So what's famous now is like a consumer point of Web3. What's consumer point of Web3 is like, Web3 is so complicated, like you need hardware wallets to make crypto transactions
Mhm.
securely. But will consumer buy this? No.
Yeah.
Will this exist? Yes, of course, it should exist. But for consumers, we need to make things simple, meaningful thing to them. So there's a brand called Pudgy Penguins
Okay.
who sells penguin soft toys in Walmart.
Oh my God, I would actually be their main customer. I'm
Imagine,
I
yeah,
shop at Miniso for penguins all the time.
imagine it, bro. There is a small kid in Walmart who is running towards the Pudgy penguin and grabbing the penguin and asking their parents, I want this so bad, and throwing tantrums to get that Pudgy penguin. And they finally bought it. That's Web3.
Mom, I made it.
That's Web3 personally for me. But Web3 is like extraction, liquidity from people, scamming from people, making value for people. All things are there.
Hmm.
What's Web3 to me is this:
Hmm.
making things inclusive to all.
Hmm.
Exclusivity is a thing of past.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Got
that's
it.
Web3.
That's actually a very nice example because I remember when we used to work at our full-time company, there were all these super rare NFTs, ultra rare NFTs. There's only one of this available in the whole world, and people were going crazy
Yeah,
about it. So it's
yeah,
that you're
that's the
a
thing of past.
I know it's so nice that
Yeah,
you're being a consultant in this because it's a very risky place and not many people know what they are doing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think this is the need of the hour. What you're doing is a really good job. So thanks so much, Adhiban. It's been a great podcast. Thank you for all these insights and for also telling us a bit about the Web3 world. It's been super interesting speaking to you. And if any of you would like to get in touch with Adhiban, I'll leave all his social media links below. He even conducted a podcast on Spotify a few years back, so I'll link that as well. So be sure to check that out. Thanks so much
yeah.
for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one. And thanks so much, Adhiban.
Yeah, peace, Meenakshi.